I arrived and I waited for him. He called me explaining he was arriving late. I had arrived half an hour earlier, so I wasn't fussed. Let's say our date was for 6 p.m. I arrived around 5:30. He arrived at 7:15. He arrived as if he was out of breath and he had been running a marathon. He was sweaty and tired. I was shocked, really, because the guy at the club was not the same guy in front of me now. I was about halfway through my food, so I told him, I tried waiting for you, but you clearly overstepped my time, so I went ahead and ordered myself some food. And once I'm done, I'll be leaving. He explained, I'm so sorry I was late. I was busy with a family emergency. He sat down, didn't explain why he was wet or sweaty. I was just about to head home when a woman about my age or older comes into the restaurant. She's yelling his name. Before I realized, in an instant, she spotted me and this man, and he had gone under the table. A few months after my ex and I broke up, I was in a bad mental health space. I was working 4 jobs and slowly becoming depressed. My friends tried by all means to get me out of the house, until one day I finally agreed. Prior to this, I had never drank alcohol or gone to any of the clubs. If you know anything about Australian drinking culture, this is basically unheard of. I was young, freshly single, so my 2 friends encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone and hit the local clubs. I got dressed up, had my first sip of alcohol, and we headed out to the clubs. When we arrived, the line was long. However, there was a group of young black men in front of us, and one of them kept turning his head around to look at me. When they got to the front, he turns around and says to the security guard, "She's us." I looked behind me thinking this boy's not talking to me, but he pointed to me and said, "Yes, you." I awkwardly smiled and said, "They're with me." My friends looked annoyed that I said that. However, I wasn't about to leave my friends to go into an environment I'd never been. So my friends and I went in with them. They had a table service, bottles, etc., flexing their money. I wasn't dealing with all that as my previous ex had been a wannabe gang member. So I excused myself from the table and went to the dance floor. The guy from the group was initially looking at me, following me, and he started chatting to me. He was cute and dressed well, so I allowed it. We were dancing and having a good time. After the clubs ended, he asked me for my number, so I gave it to him. Fast forward 2 weeks, he hadn't messaged me at all. Until a random Wednesday, he hits me up and asks, "What are you doing on Saturday? I want to take you out for dinner and get to know you." I, of course, explained to him that I gave him my number 2 weeks ago, and he is now contacting me. He replies, "You seem like a busy girl, so I didn't want to disturb you." Niggas will say anything. "You seem like a busy girl." He just remembered he had your phone number. That's what happened. He replies, "You seem like a busy girl, so I didn't want to disturb you. But if I knew you were waiting on me to call or text, I would have contacted you sooner. Can't keep you waiting." I wasn't about to fall for that, so I rolled my eyes and explained to him I wasn't looking for anything serious, considering I had just left a toxic relationship. He wasn't fazed, so I agreed to meet up with him the following Saturday. Of course he wasn't fazed. He's not looking for anything serious either. On the day of the date, we agreed to meet up at the Italian restaurant. I arrived and I waited for him. He called me explaining he was arriving late. I had arrived half an hour earlier, so I wasn't fussed. Let's say our date was for 6 p.m. I arrived around 5:30. He arrived at 7:15. He arrived as if he was out of breath and he had been running a marathon. He was sweaty and tired. I was shocked, really, because the guy at the club was not the same guy in front of me now. I was about halfway through my food, so I told him, I tried waiting for you, but you clearly overstepped my time, so I went ahead and ordered myself some food. And once I'm done, I'll be leaving. He explained, I'm so sorry I was late. I was busy with a family emergency. Take your time. I can order us some more food because I really want to get to know you. You're new to the city, right? Because I've never seen you before. He sat down, didn't explain why he was wet or sweaty. He ordered his meal, and at this point, I was just about to head home when a woman about my age or older comes into the restaurant. She's yelling his name. Before I realized, in an instant, she spotted me and this man, and he had gone under the table. Under the table. In an instant, she had spotted me and this man, and he had gotten under the table to hide from her. She dragged him out from under the table and told him to explain himself. He proceeded to say, "This is my sister. She just graduated university, so I took her out to celebrate." She wasn't believing that because she replies back, "I know your whole family members. Why the fuck would I know who your sister is? Who is this bitch?" In that moment, I realized I had two options. Tell her I'm not his sister and we are on a date and risk getting my ass beat along with his ass beat. Or 2, go with the lie and find an excuse to get out of there alive. So I went option number 2, only because she seemed crazy enough already without me having to say anything. So I did my best to act and told her, "Hi, my name is," and I'm actually not his sister, but his distant cousin. You should have just said his sister. Distant cousin sounds like even worse lie. Distant cousin? We don't have distant cousins. That's actually a worse lie. I said, "Hi, my name is," I'm actually not his sister, but his distant cousin. You don't know me because I've been in Melbourne for study and only just graduated last month, so I came out to visit my family before I go for a gap year. She proceeded to interrogate me for 45 minutes. You sat for 45 minutes and talked to this girl? Why? Just leave. You don't have to be here. Just go, get up and go. She proceeded to interrogate me for 45 minutes, and by that point, I was practically over the situation. By that point, 45 minutes in, Now you're over it? By that point, I was practically over the situation. So I said, look, I can't even lie to this. This is really ghetto. I'm done with this. Your nigga is cheating on you. Well, he tried his best to at least. And I'm just done for staying here much longer than I should have. As I proceeded to walk out, she grabbed me and punched me. Needless to say, we fought. Who won? We got separated by the waitresses, and there was no way I was sticking around for the police to ask me questions, so I dipped. I got in my car, blocked him, went to the nearest 7-Eleven, got a new SIM card, a new number, and carried on my life. He saw me in the clubs a few times after that and tried to approach me. I never saw him again. Last I heard, he married her. I never got an answer to why he was wet that night. That was beyond me. Now, let's go back to the top real quick. I mean, you didn't do anything terribly wrong. You know, you met a guy, you try to get back out there, you meet a guy at the club, in line, he brings you and your friends in for free. Cool, why not? Anyone would take that. That's all good. Then you're seeing he's in the club flexing his money, turns you off a little bit, but at the end of the night, he asks for your number, you give it to him. Cool. He doesn't message you for 2 weeks, and he basically says to you, oh, I thought you were a busy type, so didn't want to disturb you. You say you didn't fall for it, but you still went on a date with him. Essentially, you fell for it. Let's just call it what it is. You fell for it. Now that you're on this date, he's late about an hour and a half, and he comes in sweaty and wet. You question it, but you're like, all right, whatever, I'll just stay and eat my food. Then the woman comes in screaming his name, and he's hiding under the table, and he says that you're his sister. And you play along with this for 45 minutes with this woman, just to get punched in the face after all of that. So you essentially went from leaving a toxic relationship to getting punched in the face in the restaurant. I don't know what kind of karma you have, but maybe some time to yourself will just change the tables a little bit for you. Because this doesn't seem like you're going down the right path right now. This has to be the worst first date because there's no way you should leave any first date with a swollen jaw. That just shouldn't happen. I'm glad you're okay. You said you held your own. Up to interpretation. But you said you handled it. You got broken up. All right, cool. I'll take your word for it. But I'm glad nothing else serious happened. I'm sure you've learned from this. Stay away from the ballers, the club goers, the rappers, you know, maybe some of the library. Maybe change your environment.
Okay, there's so much to unpack here, but let's just start anyways. So first of all, you're working 4 jobs and your friends are trying to get you out of the house. Like, bitch, what? That's crazy. You're already out of the house. You're not even spending time in the house because you're working 4 damn jobs. When you have time to sleep, right? You're always out of the house. You're barely home. Anyways, so she ends up going out one weekend with her friends, and then boom, a couple black guys, they get her in with them on the table. They have all table service bottles, you name it. She meets a dude she likes, gives her number out, and then guy hits her up like what, 2 weeks later or something, right? And the guy's excuse was like, she seems like a busy girl. First of all, that's a bullshit excuse. Let me tell you that, because if you're putting her as a busy one, that means you ain't busy. And if you ain't busy, that means you have all the time in the world to hit her up. Why wait 2 weeks? You know what I mean? So this guy's capping, bro. You know, he just probably forgot about the number, and he probably was like mass messaging every shorty he got in his phone, and he just randomly remembered her, or he scrolled down and he's seeing her number, some shit like that, you know? But anyways, the date, guess what? Guy shows up late, right? She shows up like half an hour early. He shows up like 2 hours later or something like that, and he's out of breath. Clearly he's been running from something. I mean, that should have spooked her already, right? She should have asked him questions. Why are you running? Why are you wet? Why are you sweaty? Why are you this? But anyways, guy came with that quick family emergency BS story. But guess what? The light caught up to him because his ex or current girlfriend or crazy baby mama or whoever she is ends up popping up in this place. Now, damn. The moment that guy's dashing under the table, if I was that girl, I'd be worried too. I'd be like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is this? Like, you know, I'd be like freaked out too, bro. And to make matters worse, she sits her ass through the whole drama. She could have left any time. Like, the moment that he starts lying and saying this is my little sister, whatever, she just graduated, like all this BS, like the moment he's spitting all this you should have known. You should be like, you know what, that's my cue, time to go. Matter of fact, it was already late. That's red flag number 1, right? You said you were just finishing your food and you were gonna leave anyway, so why did you even stay there longer? His drama came and caught up with him. You should have just let them argue there and just boom, exit yourself, pay your tab, make sure you pay that shit important, right? You don't want to skip on your tab because then you got problems your way too. But yeah, pay your tab, exit out, go home. But instead, your ass sat there until you got your face beat. Until you got your ass beat. And all of a sudden, Now you're involved in some bullshit. Now you have to run to like some store, change your SIM card and all these shit. Bro, those people who are selling you the SIM cards, matter of fact, they're not even attentive, bro. They should have known something is up. If you're showing up with a half swollen face and a black eye, bro, and trying to buy a different SIM, they should have been like, yo, you're a criminal. What the hell did you do? They should call 911 on your ass. Because that's shady as hell too. But anyways, it is what it is. So I wish she learned a lesson. Poor girl. I guess she was trying to escape, she just escaped a toxic relationship and just wanted some fun. But she ended up in another drama, bro. Another situation, bro. Hope she learned.
Why are you so dry with her?
Bro, I don't have Riz. That's why I came to you.
Alright, text her and say, hey, are you up? Say that. Just say that. Yeah, say, hey, are you up? Oh, she read it. Okay. Hold on. Yeah? Wait. Do you have any fun memories with her?
Oh, okay, we talked a lot in college, but like we're both back home for school, and like she's like right by me. She's like 20 minutes from me.
You should text her, be like, I've been thinking about you all night. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, she read it. Oh my God, wait, she actually read it so quick. Really? Oh! Wait, she likes that. I'm kind of surprised. Wait, why did she say I'm kind of surprised? What did she say?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a very flirty guy, you know? So,
well, bro, she likes you, bro. You gotta be flirty with her. She likes you.
Alright, help me with that then.
Okay, so text her, be like, I know I don't show it a lot, but I genuinely really like talking to you. Click send. There we go. Let me get some ears. Oh, you ready? You ready? Hold on. Oh, yes. Let it come on now. Yes. Oh, she loves you. Wait, I think she... Yo, this might be your wife. Oh, wait, what the fuck did she say? If I'm being honest, I guess I've thought of you. Oh my God! Wait. Say this word for word. Be like, since we're both thinking about each other, what are you doing this weekend? I want to see you.
Like that?
Oh yeah, that's fine. There we go, Peter. Peter, this is your wife, Peter. Peter on everything I love. Oh, you ready? Oh my God, Peter. Oh, what are you thinking? Oh my God. Peter, this is what I need you to do. Oh, people say, what are you thinking of? Say our future. Oh my God. Wait.
Our future?
Yeah, that's a final line. Hold on. Yeah, send that. Like that. Yeah. Wait. Oh my God! Wait. What the fuck is smoke on? Oh my God! Wait, she's thinking. Let's go. Oh my God! How about since we think of each other at night, we do? Oh my God! Be like, what about tonight? Oh my God! Wait. Say that. Wait. Oh my God. Peter, I told you, listen to me, man. Whoa! Wait, Peter, what the fuck? Heard her message where she said I'm down. Okay, now you're gonna say that's exactly what I was thinking. Should I come pick you up?
Wait, should I say it?
Yeah, say should I come pick you up? Question mark. Wait. Oh, she's texting. I would love if you want to pick me up. Oh my God, wait. Let's go. Oh my God, no!
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This guy came in clutch. He helped his mans out. But like, why are they acting like school children, bro? Like, why are they jumping up and down? It's like, what's up with that reaction, bro? Actually, and on top of it too, is like my man who was being dry texting. I get it, he's getting help and all, but at the end of the day, bro, when you're gonna meet her, like the vibe ain't gonna be vibing. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds all interesting in text. You guys are flirty and all that. You have a chemistry on the text messages, but if you don't carry this in person, bro, it's gonna be really difficult, you know. And I don't know, bro, she might lose attraction, who knows. But off the bat, you could tell she was already into him. So I mean, all he had to do is just not F it up. He could have just simply even asked her like, hey, what's up, let's hang out, something like that, and she would have been down regardless, right? Because he was being dry and she was still replying. No sensible person who's not into you will ever reply if you're being dry. Let me just tell you that, right? So my guy here, I guess he never really went on a date before, never dated a girl. I guess he's still maybe like 18 years old or something, just started college or something, and he just met her. But like, still, good on him though. I hope he got success, man. I hope they actually met, and I hope maybe they're married now.
Did you hear about the woman whose friends created a secret group chat just to plan her breakup? They actually plotted the whole thing behind her back, and they called it the intervention. So this woman has been dating this guy, let's call him Marcus, for about 2 years. Things aren't perfect, but she's happy and in love, feeling secure. Now her friends, not so much. They've always had this weird energy about Marcus. You know when they don't say it outright, but you can feel the judgment? Every time she brought him around, it was fake smiles and dry comments. But she just brushed it off. Until one day, and this is where it gets a bit messy, she's helping one of her girls pick out an outfit for brunch. And she's there scrolling through her phone. And then a notification pops up. It's a WhatsApp group called The Intervention. Now, she doesn't recognize it, so she just taps it without thinking. And what does she see? Every single one of her friends are inside of this group chat, except her. So she starts scrolling. And they are dragging her, talking about how Marcus is controlling, how she's lost herself in this relationship, and how she won't leave unless we force it to happen. One of them says, let's hit her with the cheating thing. That will break her down. Another says, even if it's not true, it will wake her up. So now they're planning to lie, to literally fake a whole cheating scandal, get her to leave the man that she loves. This is what she's thinking. Then she sees that this chat was started 2 weeks ago. They'd been planning this behind her back while still hanging out with her, laughing with her and smiling in her face. And guess what she did? She didn't say a single word. She calmly screenshotted every single message and airdropped it to herself. Then she locked the phone like nothing had happened. And then she just smiled, looked that friend dead in their eye and went to brunch as normal. But what she did next?
Yo, her friend group is so dirty, bro. She gotta cut them off, bro. Cut them off by the head, man. That's crazy. Like, if you got friends like this, man, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but those friends gotta go in the garbage bin right away.
I just found out that Alicia Keys turned down $9 million to work nine minutes, okay? That's $1 million per minute. Because she wanted to spend more time with her husband, okay? Personally, I've had boyfriends that have taken a shit longer than 9 minutes.
You don't know that money doesn't exist for these rich folks? Literally, like, they're living a free life. Money's nothing to them, bro. Money's like water to you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just turn on the tap, there you go. You got money, you know? So her turning up 9 million ain't a big of a deal to her, because she can make it back in a day, in 2 days, in a month, in whatever, because her branding is already that big. So I mean, I don't know why you stress about that. The only people that actually be stressed like this be like the poor ones, you know what I'm saying? But the guys who are getting money like that, they don't give a shit. But yo, Alicia Keys, you made a big mistake. If I was you, I would have just made that 9 million. Because what's gonna happen? You're gonna see your husband 24/7. You're gonna go on vacations with him. You're gonna get old with him. You're gonna always see them around. 9 minutes? Come on. You should have just gotten that big.
I'm gonna do my best to tell a story. I like my punani bald. Okay, it's a personal preference. I feel like it looks better. I feel better, whatever. I notice though, when I shave, I give in too easily. Like, damn, who want me, right? I also notice that even when I don't shave, I still give in because I have no self-control, except to do things I walk around with a bush, right? So the guy I liked at the time texted me and he's like, hey, you want to come over? I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'll text you when I'm on the way. So I hop in the shower. Why are you hopping in the shower, bitch? We are already not off to a good start. I'm in the shower. I look down. I'm like, well, I can't shave because then I'm definitely giving in. But I can't not shave because I'll probably still give in, but he'll think I'll have a bush, right? So I shave half of it. Right down the middle. Grassland on one side, bald on the other. Dumbass. I'm like, my draws are staying on tonight. He ain't looking at this. So we're watching a movie. And I'm like, ah, shit. Ah, shit. You not a changed woman, you a dumb one. He looks down, mortified as hell, I might add. He goes, what's this? I ain't ever seen anything like this before. What's going on? I get real defensive because I'm embarrassed. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm trying something new. Looks good. Other women do it.
Hey, first of all, that's too much information for us. You should have just kept this to yourself. We didn't really need to know that. But my take on this is like, come on. What is this? Like, were you drunk? You must have been drunk. You definitely gotta be drunk. Because it's either you keep the bush or you shave it off. There's no in between. Like, you don't walk around and see a dude with a half-shaved head, bro. One side shaved and the other not. Or a half-shaved mustache or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. Half-shaved eyebrow. Like, bro, like, what is this? Oh my. I'm not surprised that your mens got freaked out, alright? I love the part where the guy was like, what's this? You can just imagine the horror look in his face, bro. Bro doesn't know what he saw, and he's traumatized. He probably booked it out of there. But at the end of the day, though, you should have just either kept it or just got rid of it all, right? There's no in between. I mean, I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know how fun you were trying to be, but that's crazy. I don't know, guys, but that's the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all thought. Comment about that first story, yo, about that chick that was working like 4 jobs, and then she met that dude at a club. He gave her a number, and he hit her up 2 weeks later. They went on a date, and boom, to her surprise, dude is not only late, but he's being chased by his baby mama. And yo, poor girl left that place with a black eye and swollen cheek, and ran to go change her SIM card. Just because she, you know, got in a little altercation. She don't want to deal with the police. But anyways, yeah, comment about that. Let me know your thoughts, and I'm gonna talk to you guys in the next one. All right, peace.